So, if you played GTA Vice City, you probably know the few main villains: Sonny Forelli, Ricardo Diaz, maybe even Lance Vance. But what if I told you there is one character in Vice City that you guys probably forgets or not pay attention because Tommy never beats, never confronts, never even remembers properly? And that character is just a little old woman living in a wooden shack. And now you guys probably know now who is that woman. Yeah, I'm talking about Auntie Poulet. But at that time, when I was a child, I just don't pay attention on dialogues. I just play for fun. And if you guys also think that she's just a normal lady who gives us missions, then you are wrong. Because when you actually dig into who Auntie Poulet really is, what she practices, what she did to Tommy, and all the real-world stuff connected to her character, you start realizing that Rockstar created something that is genuinely disturbing, and most people just walked past it. So today we are going deep, like really deep. We're talking voodoo deities that actually exist in real life, a brainwashing potion that made Tommy betray his own friends without even knowing it, and a voice actress whose real life story is more crazy than the character she voiced, and two separate lawsuits that changed the game forever. Okay, let's actually talk about who really is Auntie Poulet. So, Auntie Poulet is the leader of a Haitian gang in Vice City. Like in simple words, she controls Little Haiti, and she was born in the year 1900 in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. 1900, and you know what's interesting here? Because that means when GTA Vice City happens in 1986, she is 86 years old, and she's still running a criminal empire, still controlling an entire district, still going to war with the Cubans, still brewing voodoo potions in her little shack. Like, this is the most funniest and at the same time weirdest thing I ever heard from any GTA game. And here's the fun fact that I think most people don't know. She is actually the oldest character in the entire GTA franchise. Yes, I'm not kidding. Across all games, she is 23 years older than John Gravelli, who everyone thinks is the old dangerous guy in GTA 4. But Gravelli was practically a child compared to Poulet. Now, here's the thing that makes her even more interesting. Most of her life before the 1980s is completely unknown, and no one knows. Rockstar gave us almost nothing. But we know she started both a tea business and a drugs business back in Haiti when she was young. We know she built a small gang there. But what happened in those 80-plus years? Like, how did she even build so much power? And what even did she do? We don't know. But what we do know is that in 1984, right after the events of GTA Vice City stories where Vic Vance and the Cubans destroyed the Cholos, and at that time was the best time for Poulet because she sees an opening. The Cholos were gone. Little Haiti became empty at that, and she moved her entire gang from Haiti to Vice City and took over the district, just like that, and immediately started a war with Humberto Rabina and his Cubans for control of the eastern side of the city. And the Vice City Bureau of Investigation, which is basically the FBI in the game, they had a file on her. You know what it says? Elderly Haitian matriarch, believed to be involved in long-term feud with Cuban crime families for control of eastern and downtown Vice City, heavily protected by Haitian thugs at all times. Heavily protected at all times. The government themselves are treating this 86-year-old woman as a serious threat. And yeah, I'm not joking, because she is. Okay, so let's talk about the voodoo, and at that time, I didn't even know what is this shit. And here things get actually interesting, because most people play Vice City and think, okay, Poulet is just some old woman with special tea, or maybe a little bit creepy or whatever. But no, she is a full practitioner of Haitian voodoo, and Rockstar went really deep with this shit, like deeper than most people realize. And you know what surprised me the most when I was researching this? The GTA Myths community classifies the Haitian voodoo in Vice City as a proven myth, not rumored, which means players found actual real evidence of it inside the game. And honestly, after everything I'm about to show you, you will understand why. So let's start with what is physically inside her shack. During the cutscenes of her missions, you guys can see that actual voodoo artifacts sitting around her home. Skulls, candles, and prayer rugs type shit. And also, the prayer rugs are not just random decorations to make the place look weird and creepy. They have specific symbols on them. Symbols of real voodoo deities. And I want to say real because I mean actually real. These are not made-up names that Rockstar invented. These are real figures that millions of people in Haiti and around the world still worship today. And Rockstar has a habit to put freaking things inside the game. And yeah, they put 4 of them inside her shack. First one is Bosu, the three-horned bull. In Haitian voodoo, spirits are called Loa. Bosu is a powerful Loa associated with strength, aggression, and war. Of course, Poulet has this one in her house. She is literally fighting a war against the Cubans. Second one is La Sirène, the spirit of the ocean. She controls dreams. She influences the subconscious mind, the mind. And Poulet is making potions that control people's minds. Which sounds freaking interesting, right? Third is Edzuli. On the surface, she is the spirit of love and beauty, but Edzuli has a very dark side. Edzuli Dontor is a warrior spirit, fiercely protective, and she does not forgive. Ever. And she'll do the same to you guys if you don't share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe. I'm just kidding. And the fourth one is Dambana, the serpent spirit, one of the oldest and most powerful Loa in all of Haitian voodoo, associated with creation, life, and death. And bro, players found all four of these deity symbols not just as background textures in the cutscenes, they found them in the actual game internal files of Vice City. Now here is something that I think is actually the most interesting piece of evidence. The official Vice City manual, the physical booklet that came with the game when you bought it in 2002. That manual actually acknowledges Auntie Poulet's voodoo abilities. Rockstar themselves, in their official game manual, confirmed that she practices Juju and uses it to maintain control over people. They did not hide it, they put it in the booklet. Which means the voodoo is not a fan theory or a myth that players invented. Rockstar tried to tell us it was real from day one. Most people just never read the manual, like me. But now it goes even further than the shack. The Haitian gang's mission icon on your mat is a voodoo doll. Not a person, not a weapon, a voodoo freaking doll. Every time you see that icon, you are being reminded what this gang actually is. And in the storm drains in Little Haiti, there's voodoo doll graffiti painted on the walls. Her influence goes way beyond that little shack and into the entire streets of the entire district. There's also a map inside her shack. Players noticed it during cutscenes, and the theory is that this map marks voodoo hubs and ritual locations across the whole state of Vice City. Like she has a network, a whole spiritual operation happening across multiple locations that we never get to see. And even the in-game radio show VCPR, which is Vice City Public Radio, had a guest on one of their segments who started talking about dark forces and summoning. The show was touching on the exact same supernatural world that Poulet operates in. Even the radio in Vice City knows something dark is happening in Little Haiti. Now here's the most interesting part comes, because this is where Poulet does something that no other character in Vice City manages to do. She freaking controls Tommy Vercetti. Completely. Here's how it happens. Tommy finishes proving himself to Umberto, the Cuban boss, and from nowhere he gets a phone call from a mysterious woman telling him to come by her shack sometime for stew. And guess what? Tommy goes. She offers him tea. He drinks it, and from that moment, Tommy is basically gone. He's now a puppet. And the mission where this happens is called Juju Scramble. Juju. That is the actual name Rockstar gave this mission. Juju is a West African and Caribbean term for supernatural power and magic objects used in rituals. Rockstar did not call it drug mission or Haitian job. They called it Juju Scramble. They are straight up telling you this is magic. Under her potion, Tommy goes out and collects Haitian drug briefcases from around Little Haiti before the police can grab them. Then he pilots an RC plane loaded with bombs and destroys Cuban boats, the boats of his own friends, people he actually likes and works with. And then he snipes Cubans from a distance to help the Haitians win a street fight against them, against his own allies. And when the potion wears off, Tommy remembers nothing. He just goes right back to Umberto and keeps helping the Cubans like he was never gone. He has no idea he betrayed them. That is the genius of Poulet. She doesn't challenge Tommy. She doesn't threaten him. She doesn't try to fight him or intimidate him. She just uses him. She takes the most feared man in Vice City and turns him into her errand boy, and he doesn't even know it's happening. And then, after she gets everything she needs from him, she cuts him off, calls him on the phone, tells him he is no longer welcome in Little Haiti, just walks away.
Now here's things get a little interesting because there is the mission Trojan Voodoo. This is the final mission connected to the Haitian storyline, and the name itself is brilliant. The Trojan horse. In ancient Greek history, the Greeks could not break into the city of Troy by force, so they hid soldiers inside a giant wooden horse, and the Trojans brought it inside themselves. Tommy and the Cubans do the exact same thing. They steal a Haitian voodoo car, blend in with the convoy, and use it to sneak into the Haitian drug factory to plant explosives, amused using the Haitians' own symbol against them. Rockstar named the mission Trojan Voodoo because that's literally what it is, a Trojan horse made of voodoo. And here is the most crazy part of the whole thing. Seriously, she gets away with it completely.
Yes, Tommy eventually destroys her drug factory and helps the Cubans, but nothing happens to her. She's never confronted, never punished, never seen again after that final phone call. She just disappears back into her shack. In a game where Tommy kills literally every major enemy, Diaz, Lance, Sonny Forelli, Poulet is the one person who walks away clean. I wish I could kill her. But then there's something that players documented called the darkness of Little Haiti. This is a phenomenon where the entire area around her shack gets corrupted. The lighting completely glitches out and the whole district goes dark, like a black fog just appears around her home. And nobody fully knows why this happens or what triggers it. Players have also reported seeing Poulet walking around outside her shack at night hours. No confirmed evidence yet, but multiple people have said it. And given that she supposedly communicates with dead souls and performs rituals, maybe she does her thing at night. So, what do you guys think about Auntie Poulet? Did you actually know how deep this character goes? Drop it in the comments. And by the way, I also made a video about why GTA 3 feels so scary and disturbing. You should definitely go watch that. I'll meet you there.